Let's go. Go ahead, throw it.
In an apartment complex in South Amboy, New Jersey, a dispute between two pet owners is causing a ruckus. The men are next-door neighbors, and the taller cat owner goads the shorter dog owner to hit him as the dog snaps at his heels. The woman recording from the balcony is the girlfriend of the taller man, and they claim that the shorter man's dog has injured their cat.
You came out here for a reason. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. You don't have to be scared.
Yo, why don't you get your dog?
The cat owner is angry as he feels the dog owner does not supervise his animal properly.
Who got the dog loose? Was it you, him, or me? Come on, man. My cat is bleeding, bro.
I apologize.
You gotta understand my frustration. When I asked you a month ago, personally, if you see my cat, control your dog.
At this point, the dog owner's wife chimes in.
How can you tell us that your dog is chasing our cat?
My cat ain't biting your dog. Your dog is biting my cat.
As the mood becomes even more tense, the cat owner turns to his girlfriend and ratchets things up a notch.
Hey, you know what? You wanna yell at me? You got that all on video? Call the cops. You see that?
Suddenly, the dog starts trying to bite the cat owner, and this incenses his girlfriend.
You don't even know how to control the dog. You're letting him attack him while I get it all on video. That's yeah, you shut the up, dumbass.
Without warning, the dog owner rushes towards her,
Yeah, I bet you will.
and the cat owner jumps onto the balcony to defend his girlfriend.
Big man, bro, big man.
In a rage, he throws punches and yanks the man over. As the dog owner's wife attempts to climb over the balcony, the cat owners retreat into their home. But the neighbor battle is not over.
Open the door. Call the cops.
According to the couple, the police arrive and watch the video, but it's unclear what action is taken. After a visit to the vet, the injured cat Leo is now fully recovered. The neighbors still live next door to each other and, according to the cat owner, are trying to be friendly and put this situation behind them.
Big man, bro, big man.
The lesson learned is that if left unchecked, pet feuds can turn into neighborhood wars.
Don't touch him.
Call the cops.
I'm genuinely not trying to start. I just want to talk.
After Jeff and Kayla Elkins buy a piece of land near Huntsville, Texas, they find themselves in an ongoing battle with their older neighbors who once owned the 2-acre lot.
What did I start?
You cut my grass. This is the
Property line.
This is my side of the grass. You cut it. Come on, bitch.
The property, which the neighbors previously gifted to their son, was subsequently purchased by Jeff and Kayla, much to the original owner's dismay.
Now, why don't you go take your happy ass to home? I am home, stupid.
Jeff claims the neighbors want to make life so unpleasant that they sell the property back.
Hey, anybody that's
I drive up and down this driveway every day going home. I don't bother nobody. I just
You stop every damn day and take pictures and videos of us.
The neighbor in red touches on a sticking point that sets Jeff off.
I got you on camera every day.
prove it, bitch.
I will, you.
Jeff claims that the neighbors are recording him, which gives him alarm. In response, Jeff and Kayla start recording back in a tit-for-tat game of I Spy. At random times, both day and night, Jeff says he catches the neighbors driving by and honking on camera.
I literally just gonna sit here and drive up and down the driveway and honk at us.
If they start hungry, I'm gonna put this flashlight on them.
Jeff puts up a privacy fence along the property line in an attempt to keep the neighbors from recording him. But he then alleges that this causes the neighbors to deposit trash near his property just to annoy him.
Yeah, call the sheriff. Tell them I'm being harassed.
No, your old ass is dumping trash all over the ground next to my damn fence.
The acrimony continues when Kayla records the neighbors slowly driving by and seemingly recording she and Jeff in their yard. So Jeff confronts them.
Leave us the alone!
Jeff,
on my property.
No, you're not, bitch. You're on the county property, stupid.
Suddenly, what the older neighbors do next scare Jeff and his wife.
great. Now look what you started.
What are they gonna do?
They record a loud bang that seemingly originates from their neighbor's vehicle. Shaken by the noise, Jeff and Kayla call the police to intervene. In the following days, Jeff and Kayla explain the situation to the authorities and share their pictures and videos, which don't result in any arrests or charges being filed. Jeff and Kayla say they have no intention of selling the property and moving away, so they are resigning themselves to the likelihood that their neighbor's behavior will continue and are hopeful that it won't lead to any further frightening interactions.
Why don't you go take your happy ass home? I am home, stupid.
No matter the neighborhood, there's nothing more important than keeping children safe. And at a local PTA meeting in Rocky Point, Long Island, parents and students alike have gathered to discuss ways to do just that.
I'm considerably larger than you, okay?
But after one high school senior finishes telling officials how he's against armed guards in school, a man calls him over.
If something happened, if I decided to attack you, it would take the cops 3 to 5 minutes to come here. Probably 10 if the traffic's bad.
The parent, whose 2 daughters attend the school, has a different opinion on the need for armed guards. And to prove his point, he does something alarming.
What are you gonna do now?
The man pulls out a switchblade, taking the teen off guard.
What are you gonna do now?
Stop it!
Shocked by the man's actions, the neighbors are unsure how to handle the situation as the man holds the knife in the air.
I just walked into the building with this. It's not a gun, but I can do a lot of damage with it.
His way of persuasion does not go over well with the students and other parents in attendance.
That's illegal.
You can't pull a switchblade out on a kid in school. That's insane.
What do you think, a guy with a gun?
No, that's completely illegal.
This is why we need security.
To defuse the situation, the man is escorted out of the building. The story is covered by multiple news outlets, and while school officials call the man's actions inappropriate, they don't believe he intends to harm anyone, proving that bringing a knife to a PTA meeting isn't the sharpest of ideas.
What are you gonna do now?
Stop it!
On a sweltering afternoon in Houston, Texas, Martin Pedraza and his son, Julian, are enjoying a relaxing time in their apartment complex's pool.
Oh, Lord.
But this tranquil day suddenly heats up even more when a woman claiming to be from the HOA seems to have an issue with the family in the water.
Just so you'll know, the office told me to lock the gate.
Don't talk to me. Baby, leave us alone.
According to Martin, the woman alleges that the pool is closed as one of the gates is broken. And he claims this isn't the first time he's encountered the woman trying to kick him out of the pool.
These people are in violation. These people are troublemakers.
Bitch, we live here. How are we gonna be in violation?
I live here. There are rules.
I live here too. I live here too. Get out of here. Leave us alone.
I don't ever have to leave. I've been here 16 years.
Good for you. Good for you. I feel sorry for the neighbors then.
Read the sign.
The woman claims that the law requires the pool to be gated and locked to prevent young children from wandering in unattended and drowning. But as Martin reads the sign, he sees no such rule.
I'll lock the gate. I'll call the police and trespass.
Good for you. Call him.
Finally, the woman gives up. Martin calls his complex's HOA to report the incident, and they reaffirm that he has the right to use the pool, even with a broken gate. Since the incident, Martin claims that he hasn't seen the woman around his complex, keeping his pool free from any more wave-making conflicts.
Leave us alone.
I don't ever have to leave. I've been here 16 years.
Fresno, California. A retired police officer is asleep in her quiet neighborhood when she hears a strange noise outside her door. Never having seen the woman before, she speaks to her over the camera.
Can I help you? I'm sorry to bother you. Please, can I hang out with them? There's no one here. Mine.
The woman seems disoriented and confused. And despite finding out that she's at the wrong house, she attempts to open the door.
What the are you doing? Get away from my house now.
What the Can I go inside?
Get the out of my house.
But
You try to get away from my house.
The retired cop calls her local police department when suddenly the neighbor's demeanor becomes even more frantic. Realizing that the woman inside won't open the door, the neighbor tries to find any way she can to get inside the house.
what is going on? What is going on? I will shoot. I have a gun. Why? What are you doing?
Hearing the homeowner's threats, the neighbor tries to leave, but not before the cops arrive. The cops believe she may have been under the influence, but the neighbor says she mistook the house for her friends. After investigating the damage, the police arrest the woman and cite her with misdemeanor vandalism. And thankfully, this retired cop sleeps in peace, free of any surprise visitors in the night.
Can I go inside?
They say if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Which is why Henry Benson starts his business maintaining lawns in the neighborhood he grew up in.
I'm in love with plants, I'm in love with nature. I treat every backyard like it's my own.
One afternoon, Henry is working on a client's lawn when the client's neighbor, who he claims has given him trouble in the past, steps outside and, according to Henry, starts scolding him.
My least favorite part of my work would probably be some of the neighbors of the customers I'm working at.
This lady wants to mess with me every time I'm here, saying I'm blowing grass clippings on her grass. We're trying to work. Craziness. Shut up.
I went around and said, lady, I don't have time for this today.
Please move out of the way. All of this is gonna shoot.
The neighbor is accusing Henry of blowing lawn clippings into her yard. But Henry claims that's not possible for how he is cutting the grass.
On my lawnmower, my chute's on the right-hand side, so I always line up with my left-hand side in between the properties, debris shooting towards my customer's house.
Back up, bro. Get away from my mower.
She has her daughter coming up next.
You're about to get dirty. No. Please move out of the way.
Her husband is the reason I even got off my lawnmower. I put my camera down.
I'm about to clean you up.
What is your
Now, stop right now. Now you're on my yard. Get the
You're on my yard.
I'm trying to protect you from shooting debris.
Yeah, okay.
From shooting debris. Shooting debris. Do you understand how a lawnmower works?
Yes.
I made a line.
Exactly.
Now make another line.
Somebody kill somebody.
The neighbor's husband backs off and dials 911 off camera.
Shut your mouth. Stop talking. You're costing me money now.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, I know you are.
Good, man. You mind just blowing off?
Minutes later, the police arrive, and Henry tries to calmly explain the whole situation.
My mower half, and I shot everything this way. And
He saw the grass blades being blown this way. He knew exactly that I was not trying to start anything. I was just trying to work.
The officers talk to the neighbor, and she offers a solution. One that Henry says he sees coming from a mile away.
Do you mind just blowing off the fresh grass?
she does this every time she cuts her grass. They don't have a weed whacker and a blower, and you can see all the dried grass clippings.
Sure.
That's from her. She wants me to do free labor for her every time.
And after she cuts her grass and all, she leaves her grass clippings there just to ask them the same thing she always does. Can you blow this down for me?
Henry clears up both the neighbor and his client's yard and heads home.
I'm billing that bitch. I'm billing her.
But the uneasy situation with the neighbors still persists to this day. And next time, Henry hopes to keep his temper in check.
I'm supposed to hold myself to a higher accountability as a professional. If I can say anything to these neighbors without it becoming any kind of argument, we can easily have a discussion about anything. And just let me work, please.
Stop right now. Now you're on my yard. Get the
We may not have eyes in the back of our heads, but with the rise of home security cameras, Homeowners now have eyes in the back of their yards. And in some cases, eyes in the back of their neighbors' yards too. Leaving some homeowners worried they may be unwitting co-stars on their neighbors' security cameras. In a quiet suburb outside of Ackworth, Georgia, a door cam catches a man ringing his neighbor's front door.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, okay. Who are you?
I'm your neighbor.
They've never met, but the man owns the house directly behind her home, and their backyards face each other.
I was wondering if we could discuss those cameras that are pointing towards our house.
The neighbor is referring to a set of cameras mounted to the back of the woman's house.
They're not towards your house, they're towards my pool.
But we don't know that.
Well, I know that, and that's all that matters.
No, it does not.
Yes, it
I'm
does.
not.
She claims the cameras only record her pool area, but the neighbor thinks they might go farther.
Ma'am,
No,
I'm asking
what is
you.
your problem?
There's not supposed to be any cameras in the backyard. That's your safe place. You can have cameras in the front of your house.
You have a lot of nerve telling us where to have my cameras.
They're pointing towards my house.
Call the cops and see if it's illegal. I don't think so.
Seeing no resolution to the matter,
Sorry, we're not moving our cameras.
the neighbor takes her advice and calls the police. A short time later, they arrive at the woman's house, where they inspect her backyard cameras and also review her footage to determine whether the neighbor's yard can be seen. And their verdict? Turns out the woman's cameras pick up only her deck and pool area. A police report is filled out, but the cameras can stay put. And while these neighbors may never see eye to eye,
They're not towards your house, they're towards my pool.
they still have to live back to back.
We're not moving our cameras.
Every summer, families flock to their neighborhood beach for a little fun in the sun. But on a beach just north of Winnipeg, Canada, one mom is experiencing anything but when a neighboring parent takes issue with her daughter's choice of swimwear.
What are you saying? What am I saying? I'm saying don't let your daughter show her ass cheeks around my 4-year-old son.
Okay, because?
That's what I'm saying, because she's a 13-year-old kid, and I don't want her showing her ass around my son that's 4 years old.
Okay, she's wearing a
So what kind of mother
swimsuit.
are you to let your daughter wear a thong and show her ass cheeks around a 4-year-old
She's wearing
kid?
a swimsuit.
She's wearing a thong.
Okay, that's your problem and your son's problem. So take your son and go where?
Get out of here. Like, it's my problem. It's gonna be your problem right away.
Uneasy with the woman's words, the mom continues to record the bizarre interaction.
Well, okay.
Your video's gonna do anything?
Okay, that's for my safety. I'm doing video for my safety.
The only thing your safety is gonna show that you're a mother that's letting your 13-year-old daughter
Okay,
show her ass.
that's your opinion. That's totally fine.
Off now?
And while the outraged neighbor seems to draw the line at revealing beachwear, it appears that threats of physical violence are fair game.
Wait, let me get my kids ready and then I'm gonna knock you out, so stay there, okay?
Okay.
But before things can come to blows, the woman's friend does the neighborly thing and extends an olive branch.
Like, I'm sorry that I agree she kind of overreacted. Just a bathing suit. Maybe we should just
it's 'cause I have a
distance
son,
ourselves
maybe
from
you
each
don't have a
other.
son.
Then a fellow beachgoer also defends the woman recording.
What's the problem? I'm just saying my son does need to stare at her ass.
But,
so if you had a 2-year-old or 3-year-old son, would you like your son?
Okay.
It's a beach, okay then.
Okay, just forget it.
Yeah, forget it.
Seeing that she's outnumbered, the nitpicky neighbor drops her defenses, ending this battle of neighborhood beachgoers for now.
Wait, let me get my kids ready and then I'm gonna knock you out, so stay there, okay?
Okay.
San Francisco has some of the steepest streets in America. So for many residents, safety is essential when parking their vehicles. But when one man walks to his truck, he finds himself face to face with an angry neighbor, and he immediately starts recording.
You think you can be above the law? Am I clear?
No, say it again.
You cannot think you're above the law.
How am I above the law?
According to the man behind the camera, when he parks his truck, he forgets to turn his wheels toward the curb, which could lead to the vehicle rolling down the steep hill. In San Francisco, failing to do so can result in a ticket, but the elderly man seems to take it personally.
Your car's being towed for breaking the didn't turn my wheel either.
When another neighbor chimes in and admits he also parked incorrectly, the man takes issue with him too.
Are you backing him or me?
I'm just letting you know.
Both of you can stay right there.
All right, I'm not going nowhere.
Uneasy with the situation, the man recording jumps back in his truck, but before he can take off, the neighbor reappears and blocks his way.
Excuse me, sir, I'm trying to leave. Can you please?
Oh, you wasn't saying that a minute ago.
Can you please get off the vehicle?
Not until I got your name, little boy.
Can you please get off the vehicle so I could be on my way?
Call the cops.
I'm not
You
gonna.
don't like it. Are we clear?
No.
You don't know what an auditor is. You do now, boss.
Thank you for keeping us safe.
But as the man walks away, it appears he's not finished and continues with his ranting.
You know how close I was to a pistol shot to the head?
No.
Call the SWAT.
Thankfully, the neighbor never makes good on his threats, and the man recording is able to go about his day. But not without this reminder to think twice about his wheel-turning ways. As for the disgruntled man, at his age, he should already know that anger is never the best form of communication.
Are we clear?
No.